Hi, this is going to be the web page movie button movie number 2, and I've just brought up the HTML version, the way the buttons actually work. Wanted to remind you that the download, upload, and search buttons really don't click to anything, but if you go over to the next button, it actually does click to something. You have to create any something that you want, and I just want to show you what I did. I just brought up my own first day handout. I took a screenshot by going Command-Shift-4. I saved it just like this. Then the screenshot opened up on my desktop. I right-hand clicked and opened it in Photoshop. And then I took that, and what my job is to do is to save it as an HTML, but first make it the right size. So what I want to do is to go into image size. So with it opened, with the screenshot opened and not even named yet, go into image size. Change it, make sure it's on pixels, and change it to 800 pixels wide and just click OK. Again, it doesn't matter what the resolution is. Now, take your slice tool, go up into where the crop tool is, take your slice tool and slice it up once, just so there's one slice in there. Now, so whatever picture you have, make it 800 pixels wide, grab the slice tool, make a slice, and go to Save for Web under File, Export, Save for Web. Now, in this window, select it. Save it. Save it as HTML and images, but you have to locate the folder that you put your other stuff in, which I'll do right now. So I'll go to my hard drive, and I'll go all the way kind of as quick as I can to get to the Canvas folder, to get to the 1320 folder, and in the 1320 folder I have my movie files, my Sorio lessons, my web page buttons, and finally, my on-screen tutorial where I have my images and I have my my other one. Now that folder is actually right here. And let me open it up for you and show you that it only has these two things in there. Now in a minute it's going to have another HTML and there's going to be more stuff in this folder right here. So I'll leave this open and I'll put it onto my other screen. Now I'm going to click, and as soon as I hit HTML and images, and I actually make this thing say the right thing, and I'm just going to name it MACA 1320, and leave it as, you have to leave .html there, okay, so don't take away the .html, and I'm going to click Save. Now, as soon as I go back over here, look at how there's a new image in here on the bottom, and there's a new HTML, and it's that HTML right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is close it, put it on the other screen, and what we're going to do is we're going to do something with all of these GIF images. Now, follow this along. If you have to take notes, no problem. So let me go back, and let's right-hand click and open this page with Dreamweaver. Now in Dreamweaver, what I want you to do, if the Properties window is not opened, okay, if it's gone, okay, what I want you to do is go up to Window, Properties, and then put the Properties window on the bottom. Just tug it right on the bottom of the file, right, like this. And now you have your ways that you can look at this. Look at how we're going to have to tell Dreamweaver where the folder is that has the images in it. Because over here, there's nothing in this window over here. And this is the Manage Sites window, okay? So what I want to do is I want to go over to this button here and I want to go to Manage Sites. Or if this is not available to you, go over to where your, let me see where that is again, under Site, and go to Manage Sites. So the same button that's here under Manage Sites is the same button that's here. Now we have to name a new site. So let's go into New Sites. And let me go into, let's call this On-Screen Tutorial. That'll just be the name that we give to this particular managed site, okay? Now where is this name here? So let's go find the file. So in this Find window, let's click the Star Wars Lessons, let's click the Sorio Lessons, the web page buttons, and there is the on-screen folder. Now if I click it, it's going to know where the images are inside this folder. So as soon as I click it and I say OK and I say Save, they're going to populate right in this window right here. So These are the images that we just made. And it's really cool because you can see the images are all here, okay? Now, we have the file opened. You can view it in this thing up here as live or as by design. I don't care which one you do. In fact, I have to relink all of these buttons to their original image right over here, okay? Now, the way to actually do it is through what's called a rollover window, and I'm going to have to do it 6 times and not make a mistake. And remember, I'm telling you, whatever image this is named, we're going to have to add the numbers to get it up to this image. So if this starts out at 7, we're going to have to go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If it starts at 6, we're going to have to go 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll show you what I mean. If I go back to live and I click this image right here and I hit the delete key, all right, that means that now it's totally ready for me. Don't click anything. It's totally ready for me to find both the standard image and the rollover image. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. Without clicking, go up to Insert HTML, I'll go slow, down to Rollover Image. I'm going to hold right on that. So after you deleted that, go to HTML and Rollover Image. In this window here, click Nest. Not any one of these, click Nest. Now, see how it says image 6? This one's fine at image 6. But we're going to have to change it to image 7 for the next one. So I browse. It already knows that I want to go into this images folder. I already know that it's image 1. That's the standard image if you see what I'm doing here. I'm going to click Open. Now it says, okay, what is the rollover state? So I'm going to go over to here to say number 1 down here is the rollover state, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. See how that says over, 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 over? So I know that this is the next one will be 2. I'll use the 2 here and then the 2 there, and I'll say like this. Now I'll say OK. Now look at how this actually works. Do you see how this button actually works? Let's do the upload button and try to do it pretty fast. Click, hit the delete key, but don't touch anything. Go to Insert HTML Rollover Image. Click Nest. Change the 6 into a what? 7. Click, find your image number 2, click OK. Click and find your over image number 2 and click OK and click OK. Now you have that one that's working. Take search. Hit the delete key. Don't touch anything. Go to HTML and Rollover Image. Take the rollover image and click what? Nest. Take this and make it what number? What number? 8. Click Browse. Find the 3rd button. Click Open. Click here. Click the 3rd overstate button. Click OK. Click OK. Now that one works as well. Click Cancel. Now tell me what to do. Yes. Hit the delete key. Don't touch anything. Tell me to go to where? Yes. And where? Yes. Now, click what? Nest. Take this and make it 6, 7, 8, what? 9. Now, click this. We're on the 4th image. Click OK. Click here. We're on the 4th overstate image. Click OK. Click OK. Now it works. Click here. Delete key. Insert. HTML. Rollover image. Nest. What? 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. And now click here. We're on the 5th image. OK. Click here. We're on the 5th overstate image. Click OK. Click OK. Let's do the last one, which is that one. Let's now click. This is going to be 11. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can't even count. Hit the delete key. Let's go Insert. Let's go to HTML. Let's go to Rollover Image. Let's click. Whoops, I made a mistake. This isn't supposed to be the nest. This is. I must have clicked away. So what I have to do is click, hit Command Z until it comes back. It better stay over here. I'm glad I made that mistake. So I'll start again. Where it says nest can't be on the whole thing. It has to be over here. So do Do you follow what I'm saying? Okay, so I'll click away, I'll click back. I'll hit the delete key. So Command Z until that point. Now, let's go to Insert, HTML, Rollover Image. It did it again. Doggone it. Sorry. Let's go Command Z back. Let's hope it doesn't do it this time. So let's click and click. Let me click Nest. I don't know what I'm touching. Let's go to the delete key. That has to stay right where it is. Insert, HTML. I don't know why it took 3 times to do it, but that's silly. Let's go to Nest. It's very delicate. This has to be what number? 11. Let's click Browse. Let's click the 6th image. Click Open. Let's click Browse. Let's go to the 6th Overstate image and click Open. And now we click OK. Now, all of them work nicely, but they still don't have any link. This one does not have a link to anything. I want to hit Command S to save and move this down and show you that if I open up this web page and move it over to the window here, they all work now. But again, see how Next doesn't go to any new HTML? Let's move it back over. Let's keep it open in Dreamweaver. Watch how simple. Let's take this and select it. Now, I have to move this up a little bit, just a little bit higher, so you can see it. Okay. With this one selected, or this one selected, I'm going to use the next one. Go to where this pick whip is. I'm going to take the pick whip, and on this particular item, this says, where do you want to link it to? This word here says link. So I'm going to pick the pick whip up, and I'm going to move the pick whip over to the MACA HTML file, or whatever you file, you named your HTML, and I'm going to drop it. That's it. Now, the overstate knows to link, look it down here, to that image. Hit Command S to save the file, close Dreamweaver, click, double click, go back to your web browser. Let me move it over so you can see it. It's on my other screen. And now when you click Next, it goes to that page. Click back, and you've got it going back. So although these buttons don't work, this one does. So impress me, okay? Watch this movie a few times. I didn't make it a big deal, I don't think, okay? Let me go back to here. I didn't make it a big deal, actually this one. It's not hard. Once you make all your states, and let's go back into the images folder here, double click it, and you can see all I want you to do is to give me this and this. You don't have to do the HTML part.